Hi, I'm Conor.
And I'm Lily, and this is Tasty Trail Treks.
We're two food lovers on a mission to discover the tastiest trails, one bite at a time.
From hidden gems to home-cooked experiments, we're here to take you on the way.
So grab your fork, your appetite, and maybe a drink, because we're going on another tasty trail trek.
Hello, Con.
Hi.
How's your week been?
Yeah, it's been good. Is it Monday?
Yeah.
It's Monday, start of a new week.
Well, it's not when this is released, it's Friday.
It's Friday. Yeah,
Friday.
sorry. Yeah, it's Friday. But it's Monday when we're recording.
It's a little bit colder.
It's a little bit chillier. Spooky season is out the way.
Yeah, but now it's time for festive season.
It's time for festive. It's weird November, isn't it? Because it seems like the moment Halloween happens, it's like, boom, Christmas.
Yeah.
And
It's prep time, baby.
And we're packing our house.
Yeah, so it's stressful.
Yeah, we're going to be moving, so there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on at the moment. But it's all exciting. It's all good fun.
Exactly. And Conor made a Caesar salad this evening. His special Caesar salad.
I changed the sauce this week. I put black olives in your sauce.
It was very nice.
So I put some black olives. What else did I change? Oh, I did something else. Mainly black olives. Oh, and way more garlic.
It was delicious.
It was. I feel like I have nailed.
I mean,
that
if
sauce.
any vampires try and get to us, they won't because they'll smell us and go, ew.
Yeah, no, 100%. Have you eaten anything cool in the last week? What have you been up to? Have you eaten or drunk anything cool?
A couple margaritas.
You have been smashing margaritas.
Not a lot, just one or two. Ooh.
I'm gonna check our calendar because. Oh, we went back and saw my mum and that.
Oh, of course,
yes. How can we forget that?
We did have some good,
eat some delicious food. What are we...
restaurant meals,
It feels like a year ago, but it was literally last week.
I think because so much has happened since we've been back.
Yeah, we went back to where I'm from.
Yeah, up north.
Up north, basically. So we went back to Hertfordshire, and we saw both my nans, which was amazing. We spent some time with my mum, we spent some time with my dad, we saw my cousins. It was a really wholesome couple of days. It was weird for me because it was the first time I'd been back there in 7-8 months.
Yeah, since February.
So it was a really weird experience, but it was amazing. It was really nice to get back there and go and see everyone. And I went to a couple of really nice pubs.
Yeah, it was really lovely. And we had some really delicious food as well.
Yeah, really good. And
you had like an amazing salad.
Oh, that halloumi salad I had was...
And then I had like a vegan katsu curry, which is really good.
Yeah, and my mum made sure we were fed and watered all the time.
Yeah,
we were well stocked.
It was very good.
So yeah, that's probably been the highlight of the last week
so.
since the last episode. So yeah, let's see what's going on.
Shall we start with a beverage?
Let's do it, baby.
What have we got here today, Conor Cotton?
So we have got some Jiddler's Tipple.
Oh, that's a funny word, isn't it?
Yeah, Jiddler's Tipple.
Jiddlers.
So, long story short, I have seen these advertised everywhere. So,
where did you get these ones from, Con?
These are from Ocado, but I'd seen these in...
How very middle class of us.
Yeah,
Ocado.
yeah. I'm obsessed with Ocado because you can get some amazing independent food brands on. That's why I really like it. For example, we just got, you can't see it, but we got some of the Northern Pastico rigatoni to try.
Yes.
So
we posted it on our story the other day.
Yes, we did. I've really wanted to try Northern Pastico, and they stock that, for example. But Jiddler's Tipple I'd seen actually originally in a bottle shop, a bit like Bottle and Stowe in Southampton. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, that looks cool. So I found out a little bit more. So they were started in North London in 2019 by a guy called Jacob.
Okay.
So he started it, very much home brewery, and now he works with a smaller brewery in South London to help him scale the business and be able to can more delicious beers. The cans are really funky. They're actually based on shirts. He owns a lot of funky shirts, like old school shirts. So he based the cans on those.
They're really sweet, aren't they?
Really cool.
Colourful and fun.
So they're well stocked in Sano's, Tesco.
Great Taste Award.
Ocado won a Great Taste Award. And also, if anyone's a big craft beer fan, they have an episode on the Malt Miller on YouTube. So the Malt Miller is a series all about home brewing, things like that. There's a 2-part series all about them on Malt Miller.
Sorry, I was just looking at the back. It says it is vegan friendly and gluten free. But also, it's got all the don't drink if you're pregnant things. But also, this is the don't iron and don't put in the washing machine.
Yeah. Their website's very funny. There's a lot of like witty banter on there.
That's cool. I really like
that.
And
their dogs are listed as members of staff, which I thought was really cool. So I've got the Everyday Pale Ale. Right, not going to lie, I had a little Dutch Courage beer before this. Yeah. I finished making the Caesar salad and I was like, do you know what? James Buckley, whenever he does At Home with the Buckleys,
from In-Betweeners,
before In-Betweeners, or whenever he does Joe and Thomas Fact Up, he always has Stellas. And the other day,
Stellas.
He stumbled and he was like, I'm sorry, I've already had 2 beers. And I was like, if he can do it, I can do it. So I'm going to start getting... It's just going to be Conor getting more and more progressively drunk talking about food. I feel like this is the future of my solo career.
Okay. What? Solo?
Oh, sorry. I mean duo.
Oh. And on that note, let me know how it tastes,
All right, sorry, I drank that.
Oh.
Ooh.
Go on.
Obviously, I drank that as a complete joke, but...
This is the everyday, yeah? Would you say it's quite an everyday pale ale?
Yes. It's an easy drink. It's a bit like a session ale. Mm-hmm. It's really easy, not too gassy. So some hazy. So I was drinking before this a Heavy Gravity by Beavertown. I'm a big hazy pale fan. Mm-hmm. And weirdly, I'd never tried that. I'm a big neck oil fan. I'd never tried the hazy pale, the Heavy Gravity by Beavertown. Insert clip here of me smashing this against my head. Bit gassy. Delicious, but a bit gassy. This is like a really easy, like, you could have this with a meal and be fine. So, highly recommend those pale ale fans out there. It's fairly low percentage, 3.8%. It's an easy drinker. Over to you, sister.
Okay, let's go. First of all, let's open this can. Oh, it's a bit... She's frothy. Okay. I feel like I need another little go.
We all need a second go sometimes.
It is quite gassy.
Hazies usually are, though.
Yeah. See, I do like a pale ale. That's quite nice. It's light.
This is more of a hazy, though, right? This is a hazy. This is their Juicy Chang?
Yeah, Juicy Chug.
Juicy Chug, sorry. I thought it was Juicy Chang.
Juicy Chug.
I've had one hazy, and I'm honestly...
Off your trolley.
Yeah, honestly.
No, it's nice. It's.
Should we do a swap in a sec?
Yeah, it's very hoppy. But it's luckily it's small cans. It's quite like a good little drink. Like, I probably wouldn't want like one of those.
It's a little Jiddler's Tipple.
Are you alright?
No, it's in like, because you said it's like...
Yeah, no. Yeah. It's not like a pint size. It's 330 ml, so it's not too bad. Do you want to try that one?
Cheers. Pass me the beers.
Yeah, I prefer that one.
I have a block nose.
This one's really got a bit of a fruity tang to it.
Which do you prefer?
This one, I just said.
I prefer this one.
Oh.
Should we keep these ones then?
Yeah, that works.
Keep the ones, yeah.
What do you prefer about that one?
This is hazy for me.
You like a hazy ale, though.
Yeah, apricots. They're so right when they say apricots as the tasting note on this.
What do they say on this one? I can't even see.
And you got glasses on. That's mental, isn't it?
Where are the tasting notes? Am I being...
I don't think that one has tasting notes. I think that one just has a little jolly good story.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Whoa! So, Cookbook. This episode is sponsored by Cookbooks.
Sponsored.
This episode's all about cookbooks. I'm a big cookbook collector.
You are.
So I went through my cookbooks and I wanted to make something easy. I have recently invested in a lot of Wessex Mill flour.
Yes.
And they have an amazing pasta and pizza flour. And it's really, really nice. I made dough balls with it recently. And I wanted to make a pizza dough with it. So I thought I'd get my Slice by Pizza Pilgrim's book out.
That's a very cool cover, isn't it?
TK Maxx.
What's it?
TK Maxx.
We love a TK
and
Maxx.
And in the book is a dough recipe. So I loosely followed their dough recipe. Pizza Pilgrims, for all those that don't know, amazing pizzas. I'd argue one of my favourite pizzas is their aubergine parm pizza. It's delicious.
Ooh.
They've got a really simple, though, flour, yeast, tepid water, fine sea salt recipe in here. I followed that. I made a dough. The beauty of making pizza dough is you always end up with more than you need. So what I did was I made enough for basically 4 small garlic bread pizza sizes, and I froze. I froze 3 balls of dough. So we now have 3 balls individually wrapped of pizza dough in the freezer. So whenever we fancy pizzas, garlic breads, just whack one of them out, defrost, num num num, tum tum tum. Great idea, right? But what I wanted to do was use it to make a garlic bread. I'm a big garlic bread fan.
You are.
But
what sort of garlic bread? Because there's so many different variations of the classic garlic bread.
I guess this type.
Like a nice thin crispy garlic bread.
Yeah.
You don't want like something thick.
I don't want like a really thick garlic bread. No. Too much. Only if you want thick dough, have dough balls. In my opinion.
Okay, so Con's made this gorgeous garlic bread. It smells amazing.
Loads of fresh garlic, butter, olive oil, parsley, coated on there. 7 minutes in the oven. Let's give it a taste.
Should we cheers?
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers. That's good.
The smile on my face is creeping in more. Oh, that's really good.
That's really nice.
That's...
It's very garlicky, but I like that. It's really light as well. Thing with me is I just don't like a heavy base on pizza or garlic bread. I want a thin, crispy base.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh.
I'll take that as a yes.
You shouldn't blow smoke up your own backside. If the shoe fits, that was pretty good. I'm impressed. You know what? I can't lie. I'm in my dough making era. I'm learning to make dough. I say learning to make dough. Like I'm doing it more and more. It's a craft you need to hone. I think you just got to repetition. And I feel like every time I make something like this, I get better personally. And I think that's my advice to anyone: is like just keep trying, keep messing around with recipes.
Yeah, it's going to go wrong sometimes.
Yeah, you're going to burn it. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. That's fine. Like just keep playing with recipes. I think that's the most important thing. Also, it partners brilliantly with this.
Yeah, with a hazy,
like a pale ale, something like that. A little craft beer, a little bit of garlic bread. Do you know what? When you're just sat at home, like having a little bit of garlic bread and a beer, just sat on the sofa or playing games or something, I don't think you could ask for much more, could you?
Yeah.
Honestly.
I was just thinking, I've been making like dough and stuff since I was really little, mostly because of my allergies. And sometimes they put hidden like milk and stuff in doughs. But like the amount of times it's gone tits up, I can't even tell you.
Yeah.
It's burn or it's...
But that's how you learn.
Yeah.
Because you learn what not to do.
And I always think it tastes better than anything shop bought.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. I think as well, there's a big argument about butter versus oil with garlic bread. I kind of hybrided the two. So I did garlic. Sorry.
Big burp.
Oh, sorry about that. There's a really funny off menu with Miriam Margolyes, and she says, "Excuse me, can I have a fart break?"
Yeah.
And then farts. So I feel like that burp was not that bad. She made me realise that everything's fine. But what I actually did was hybrided the two and smashed butter, olive oil, garlic together, and then parsley on the top at the end, to try and get the best of all worlds, basically. And obviously I used a plant-based butter because Lily's milk allergies. So it's worked perfectly, in my opinion. Lots and lots of garlic.
Would you change anything?
I think I need to rotate it in the oven, because if you...
Can't really
I don't
see.
know if people can see.
For our viewers on YouTube.
If you look, this side is slightly more well done than this side. And I think that's positioning in the oven. So I think... Because obviously a conventional household oven, where the heaters are, means it's very hard to get a fully even cook. So I think basically I need to rotate it halfway through to ensure a sort of more even spread of cooking.
That's okay though.
But that's my one thing I noticed the moment I pulled it out, in my opinion.
Cool.
And that's a good bit of advice for anyone actually with a conventional oven.
Check you out. Right, Con, you're the cookbook queen. queen of cookbooks. I honestly, when Conor and I met and we moved in together, and he brought out
I don't know this woman, help.
he brought out his cookbooks, and I was like, oh, oh my goodness me.
You don't have to undo your trousers in this day and age, people. All you need to do is show her your cookbooks. And
our office upstairs is just cookbooks. There is no room for my books at all. Conor, do you want to talk?
I feel like this should be a dating show all about how showing a girl your cookbooks is like the key to sort of like a relationship.
Yeah. Right, okay, let's take it back. Do you remember your first cookbook?
Yes.
Go
Oh
on.
my god. Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Go on.
So there's what was it called? Can we do a live Google?
Yeah, live Google. We love a live Google.
Oh wow. So I had this cookbook. Kids cookbook 2000s. Well, I had this cookbook that my mum got me, and it was like a kids specific one. And it had like cartoons in it.
Oh, what, like follow-on cartoon?
Yeah. Oh, I'm not going to be able to find it, am I? I do. The thing is, I can remember the recipe so vivid.
Is it this one? Oh no, what is that? That's
The Osborne's.
No, that's from your reading thing. That's what's his face? The illustrations are like.
Oh yeah. Osborne's been.
Oh, what are they called?
Kids cook.
Here we go. This is all live, people.
Oh, we're doing live research here. Yeah. Yes.
You found it?
Yeah, it was this. It was this exact book.
Oh.
Osborne's. It's USB. Osborne.
Yeah.
Osborne Farmyard Tales Children's Cookbook. If my mum's watching this, my mum watches these episodes. Hi, mum. You'll remember this, mum. Yeah, you'll remember this, mum. This was my first cookbook. I remember it so vividly, and me and my mum actually made some stuff from this together.
Oh.
There are other versions, but yeah, this was my first ever cookbook, and my mum, I think she got it from, they had like a book guy go into her work.
Oh, that's cool.
And I think she bought it for me there. That was my first ever cookbook when I was a kid.
Do you think it's your most influential cookbook?
It could be.
Yeah?
It could well be, actually, given that given what's happened in my life and my obsession with cookbooks and cooking and things, maybe it was the start of something.
I was going to say, the start of your...
Without realising. How about you? Do you remember... I mean, you're less of a cookbook
I'm not going to lie.
phenomenon.
I had a bit of a hate of cookbooks before I met Conor. I used to just go on the Good Food website on BBC.
Which great website.
It's so good. But I don't remember... Oh, Rosie. Rosie is just joining in. I do remember having a lot of like dairy-free cookbooks and nut-free cookbooks, but I just cannot for the life of me remember them. And my dad, I very vividly remember him looking at the Hugh Fernley Whittinghall.
The River
Cottage guy, because we used to watch River Cottage all the time. So I remember him looking at that all the time.
And you still got it on his bookshelves.
He
Admittedly, very aged copies.
It is very aged, but I remember him using that a lot because like we used to make like homemade sausages, homemade bread.
Yeah,
bacon.
your dad's a big like.
He's a big foodie.
He's a big foodie, but he's also big on like trying to make things from scratch.
Yeah, I think
where
especially
possible.
because of my allergies, they wanted to. But
Yeah, and it's I guess it's safer when you have allergies.
yeah, oh definitely. Oh, one moment, please. Hold the line, caller. You're just eating all more garlic bread. I was trying to stop because we've got our lovely viewers and listeners here.
It was so good. With cookbooks, do you follow them as a guide, or are you kind of like, I'll use this? I
like
for
look
inspo.
at it and I'll be like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. Like you're much more meticulous. Like even the pizza, I would have just guessed it. But I think it's because I've made it loads. But I'm like that with everything. Like this is why I'm really bad at baking, because you've got to be really precise. And it's funny because I love being really organised. But I love the nature of cooking, like the creativity of it and being like, throw this, and keep trying. And, it needs more citrus. It needs more salt. Or I don't know, like,
Yeah.
I prefer that.
I think cookbooks are interesting because
They give you ideas.
The cookbooks I've selected aren't really your mainstream cookbooks. I guess bar cooking with Nonna. And I guess this, but even then, this has got a lot more science. I mean, there's a whole 2 pages on the science of pizza dough.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
like how they ferment their pizza dough and things like that. I don't really pick up cookbooks and just follow them recipe by recipe.
No.
One, because I live with someone with allergies, so that's not always possible. But 2, you need to edit recipes to your taste as well, I think. Because just the way a recipe is sort of by, I don't know, like the way the recipe is off the shelf isn't always going to be right for you.
No.
And might not work with the utensils you've got, with the ingredients you've got, the freshness of things, etc. And obviously also if you're making it meat-free and it's a meat-based dish as well.
Yeah.
So I think you do need a level of fluidity, but they're good for prompts.
They are.
Should we talk through... Right, there's a couple of honourable mentions here that aren't on here that I need to mention.
Go on.
The first is not a cookbook; it's a book by a chef. It's a it's Kitchen Confidential by Anthony Bourdain. I wanted to get it, but Gus, if you're watching, I hope you finish that book because I want that copy back at some point. Lily's dad has my copy of Kitchen Confidential. Now, that book by Anthony Bourdain, I mean, you probably could interview 1,000,001 chefs, and I think they'd all tell you that is somewhere in their top 5 books ever made.
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable book, like in terms of the rawness and the nature of being a chef, the sexiness of it and the lack of sexiness of it and everything in between. It's such a raw, incredible account on food, chefing, cooking, home cooking, life, the world, everything. The other honourable mention that I forgot to bring down here is more of a coffee table book, in my opinion, but it's White Heat by Michael Pierre White. I do have it upstairs. I bought the 25-year anniversary version. That makes cooking sexy. There are the pictures. Its photography is out of this world. It's pictures of Marco Pierre White as a young chef earlier in his career, and it's an incredible coffee table book in my opinion. And it's obviously got a story running alongside it, and recipes and information and so on and so forth. But you know, Marco Pierre White's a chef that a lot of chefs have worked for, but also signpost back to and talk about at great length. So that book is again a massive honourable mention, and I'm annoyed I didn't bring it downstairs for this episode.
It's alright, the people know now, don't worry.
Absolutely.
Should we talk about what we've got here?
So we'll park this because obviously we've spoken about Slice by Pizza Pilgrims.
Yes.
So the first is, I guess, a cookbook, not a cookbook. It's actually on my list to reread because I've sort of not read it cover to cover yet. I've sort of flicked through it, but it's the Flavoursaurus, pairings, recipes, and ideas for the creative cook. So I found this out from Le Gomme Chef, who I'm a big fan of on Instagram.
You love his podcast.
Yeah, his Stuffed podcast with George Egg is amazing. But he talks about this a lot and how, I mean, for example, it talks about different types of flavours, and then as a byproduct, it sort of breaks those down, talks about combinations to create those flavours.
They've done it like a colour wheel.
Yeah, so you've
that's
got
why it's the connection with creativity.
Mustardy flavours and floral fruity flavours and meaty and this and that. So it's using that to basically break down those food items and what you can do with them and how they should taste and so on and so forth. Really, really cool book.
That's
really
very cool
book. And again, one that if you're really a keen cook, I would recommend taking some time to get and read. And you can pick it up secondhand. I got this on Vinted for a couple of quid.
Oh, amazing. Cool.
So that's good. I'll put these here. Next up is Cooking with Nonna. Now, we've spoken about this. This is where the famous tiramisu came from.
Yes. Very easy to follow.
Absolutely. And again, Giuseppe Federici is got a really cool Instagram page as well. Again, recommend following him. But this book, for anyone who is plant-based in terms of their diet, but also anyone, I guess, who is exploring eating less meat.
Yeah, it's good to try, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It shows you how it's not actually boring.
And I have a very Italian family on my mum's side, so and I know that it's quite common knowledge. There's a number of very well-known Italian dishes that are very easy to make plant-based, and a lot of Italian cooking is very vegetarian at its base and at its core. But this takes it to another level, I'd say. So takes things that typically aren't fully plant-based and really sort of levels them up as well. So utilising things like tofu, Obviously, mushroom risotto is a go-to. Artichokes. There's everything from mains to cakes and everything in between. Obviously, again, the famous tiramisu came from this.
Yes.
So, a great book. Really would recommend it. My mum got it for me.
I was going to say, for your
Shout out,
birthday.
Mum.
Yeah.
Shout out, Mum.
This next one's very cool.
Yeah.
I like this one a lot. Where did we get this from?
Vinted.
We saw it first in Waterstones, though,
Yeah, sorry,
being the quaint middle class people we are.
Yeah. Love Waterstones.
And I just love, well, it's like the periodic table. It's called the elements of baking, but it's how if you remove different allergens, what happens to that baked good.
Yeah, so making any recipe, gluten-free, dairy-free, egg-free or vegan, or just as is.
Yeah, and then it's really cool because it shows you pictures of if you take out an ingredient or swap it for a substitute, what it'll look like. For
Here's
example,
a Swiss roll.
Yeah, the Swiss roll here.
So you got the regular Swiss roll, the gluten-free one, the dairy-free one, the egg-free one, the vegan one, and the gluten-free vegan one.
And you can see what happens to the consistency, the
So
product.
the reaction with the outside, because there's no egg in it, so it's a lighter colour, because it's not getting that sort of mild almost on the outside, and things like this. So really, again, genius book.
Yeah.
What I love as well is how it breaks down the recipe. So you have the recipe with like all the different variations. It's, I just think in terms of the writer, Katrina, I'm not going to butcher her surname, I apologise. Katrina, if you're watching, a big fan. But also, I think the way she's put this together is phenomenal.
It's really easy to read.
It's a great book just to have on your shelf.
Yeah.
Because, I'm going to make a Victoria sponge. Let's be really bog standard cake. Oh, but I've got some gluten-free people coming. What am I going to do? Oh,
Wham bam.
just go to Elements of Baking. And the pictures are huge. Like,
Yeah, they're helpful though, because sometimes I know growing up when I was making a cake, and then if I had to substitute something out of it, like for soya milk instead of cow's milk, and then I'd look and be like, oh, it doesn't look anything like the picture. But like with this, it's really useful because you're like, oh, that's why.
100%. So, yeah, I think, sorry, I got a bit garlic bread in my mouth. But yeah, honestly,
Such a good book.
good, stick on the shelf. No, it's there.
Yeah.
My final one is, right, I'll be honest with you. There's about 15 cookbooks I nearly picked up. It's very hard to bring 5 downstairs, if you include Slice. So, believe me, I'm going to give you a list of some honourable mentions after. But this book is The Kitty, The Food Lab by J. Kenji Lopez. J. Kenji Lopez is the man, in my opinion.
Isn't his surname hyphenated?
Yeah, when people refer to him, they only refer to him as J. Kenji Lopez.
Sorry, I didn't want to offend him.
Yeah, no, if you are watching J. Kenji, I love you. I will leave Lily for you, and if you would like to come around my house for some dinner, we can have a little risotto, we can have a bottle of wine, we can chat, see what happens. But no, in seriousness though, this book it's a Bible.
It's huge.
It's huge.
You could do some damage.
You could do some damage if, but it's got, so heavy. It's got everything, every possible, even the how to grind in a food processor. It's not just a recipe book. It's a science book. He is showing you how science and cooking come together. It's got the science of breakfast.
Ooh.
You know, it's got absolutely everything in there, from the kit you could have in your kitchen at home, right through to the techniques for cooking an egg. It's got absolutely everything. So this book, again, it's quite expensive, but a great investment, a great kind of put it on your shelf. It's got everything you could possibly want in there. So shout out J. Kenji Lopez, The Food Lab. Lils, are there any cookbooks, authors, or chefs that really inspire you? Other than the ones we mentioned today, obviously.
That's a good question, Con. I don't know. Oh, yeah. I've just thought of one.
Go on.
I can't pronounce her surname, but Radi Devlukia?
Okay.
Jay Shetty's wife.
Yep.
She's plant-based, and she makes all her, most of her recipes she pops on her Instagram. Being a videographer, I respond very well to video content.
Apparently Poppy is really against Jay Shetty's wife.
Yeah, so she's plant-based, And she's got a cookbook, actually. We should probably get that.
Amazing.
But I just love she's all about like holistic healing through food. And I
Nice.
love the idea of healing through food.
Yeah.
So probably her. I'm not going to lie. I don't really follow that many chefs, whereas you're like obsessed.
There's a few I want to get. I really want to get George Egg's Snack Hacker book. I'm a big fan of George Egg and his Snack Hacker series. I really want to get his Snack Hacker cookbook. It's not long been released. I also want to get Ben Lippett's How I Cook cookbook. Big fan of Ben Lippett. Dinner by Ben is his social handle. Very, very good. Big fan of most James Martin stuff. Love James Martin. Find him. He's got an element of comedy about his being and his way as well that I really like. I have to admit, I recently discovered Gaz Oakley.
Oh, he's great.
Yeah,
Vegan
yeah.
chef.
With all of and his sort of homegrown stuff, etc. With his wife, I believe. He's got a cookbook that I would really like to get my hands on. Couple of other notable mentions. PitQ was a barbecue restaurant in London. They've got an amazing cookbook I've got upstairs. Was going to bring that down. It's an amazing sort of barbecue smokehouse kind of cookbook. Some really great recipes, including a pickleback. So we know we spoke about picklebacks previously in this episode, in this podcast. So definitely would recommend PitQ's. I'm a big fan of the Hawksmoor cookbooks. Hawksmoor is one of my favourite restaurants. Their recipes, their menu is right behind me up here on our wall, so big fan of them. Dishoom as well, big fan of Dishoom as a restaurant and their cookbook, again upstairs. And there's probably many others I could list as well.
I was just thinking the Mallow one as well.
Oh, Mildred's, yes,
Mildred's
that's a great vegan cookbook. Yeah,
in London, they're a great vegan one.
And we picked up one of their vegan cookbooks.
Also, just had a thought, because obviously it's not always just cookbooks, but the Nutty Chef on TikTok.
Yes,
he's
great recipes.
And he's just so like wham bam thank you ma'am kind of thing.
Yeah, and he's not actually vegan or anything. He just
but he does a lot of plant-based.
Yeah, his cooking and his series he's done on TikTok's obviously widely known now, but
it's so cool.
Things you can do with mushrooms, things like that people are like, oh, that's
so cool.
That's amazing. Same with like the guys at Fallow. They've got an amazing YouTube series and things like this, and they do some amazing recipes and walk-alongs and things like this in a professional kitchen environment. And like I've said earlier, like the Lagom Chef, he's got Martin O'Dell. He's got some amazing recipes on YouTube and videos on YouTube, and he breaks down even a bit like Kenji Lopez does in terms of the science behind it as well, and why things happen how they do, and how that's going to transpire in the way you're cooking, technique, tools you can use, and so on and so forth. So these are all pages you can follow. You don't always necessarily need the book to go along with it. I think the best thing about cookbooks are you can pick them up in charity shops really cheap.
Yeah. That's always such a gold mine, isn't it?
I've picked up a lot of I say a lot. There's probably 10 or so cookbooks upstairs that I've picked up in charity shops where I've just...
all vinted,
yeah. I mean, there's probably even more if you include vinted. A lot of my sort of ones I've sought after, I've got on vinted, but I'll often walk into a charity shop and just go straight to the books and look at the cookbooks. And I'll have a look, and if there's one, I might not have been seeking it out, but I'll just flick through it, and if it catches my eye, something tickles my fancy, I'll grab it, because usually in a charity shop you're looking at £2, Max, £3 for a cookbook, and you can get some amazing finds in there, and I think they're really good for sort of opening your eyes. And like we said at the start, you don't need to necessarily follow them gospelly, you can just use them as sort of guidance. They're also great collector's items in a way.
It looks cool as well.
Yeah. Definitely. Do you think cookbooks and let's group cookbooks and sort of TikTok chefs and social media chefs and things like this, do you think they've changed the way you view cooking, ingredients?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
They've made it like, for me, who responds to video content, as I said earlier, it makes it like so much more engaging.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, of course. Like,
yeah.
I don't know, it makes food more fun, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I think that's the main thing. I think we're in an age where it's, obviously typically pre sort of social media, the way it's TV, right? Your TV chefs, and TV chefs are still very much a thing, and there's still TV cookbooks, and cookbooks were all obviously the big thing. But now you've got that social media wave as well of chefs, which make it really accessible, really fun, and probably for a lot of people, like you've alluded to, made it much more digestible
Yeah, that's a good one.
as a format, and sort of open people's eyes to what is possible in the kitchen and what is possible at home as well. Because, home cooking can be as creative and as fun and as interesting as you make it, ultimately.
Totally, yeah.
And that's what guys like the Naughty Chef, etc., are trying to do, right? They're trying to make it really fun, really accessible, and also prove that, in his case, there's really cool meat-based dishes that you can turn vegan on a dime.
Very easily, yeah.
So that, I think that's really, really good, and that culture around food has massively changed as a byproduct. And yeah, like I said, I'm slightly strange because I kind of use cookbooks a bit like a normal book. So I'll read cookbooks like a
What's wrong with that?
yeah, like a book. I know Ed Gamble talks about it, that he does that a lot, because I find it really interesting. I learn a lot by doing that. And also a bit of a food nerd, so I love that sort of absorbing that information. But I also like reading things like Kitchen Confidential and so on. So books that aren't cookbooks, but they're sort of non-fiction stories and travels and things like this around food. So I'm currently reading a book called Waiter Rant, which is an anonymous waiter in New York, and he talks about his journey. I just recently finished a book called Waiter in Paris, which was probably one of my favourite books I've read this year, if not my favourite. I loved it. It was such a raw account of an English guy moving out to Paris and becoming a waiter, where being a waiter is such a craft over there. It's it's seen as almost an art form in a way. And then, like I said, your Anthony Bourdain's, I've read James Martin's biography, people like that as well. So I'm not just a big fan on books like this, but actually also kind of a bit more story-ish books around food as well, because I find them really, really interesting as well. Jay Rayner's got an amazing series of books as well, so would recommend those to any foodies and food fans out there.
Nice. Cool. Happy?
I think we need to cook some more cookbook recipes over the next week.
I do, yeah.
I have one final tip, actually.
Go
when
on.
you're doing a food shop and you're coming up with ideas for dinner, flick through your cookbooks.
Yeah, we started doing that, and then we write it down, because then we don't overspend.
Yeah, but you just flick through your cookbooks and get some inspo, because even, again, not gospel, but just sparks things in your mind, because otherwise you end up going for the same things.
Yeah.
So actually it's really good to just pick up a cookbook and flick through pages, or pick up a cookbook each, flick through it and pick one recipe. We're going to make that this week.
Yeah, why not?
And even if you don't follow it gospelly, like we said, you just take inspiration from it. So that is our final tip, actually. That's a really, really good tip. That is
good. So what have we got next week, Con?
Next week, we're actually looking at Christmas.
Whoa, he said the C-bomb.
Oh, I've said the C-bomb. It's November, baby. We're going to get some Santa hats for the next episode.
Oh, are we?
Yeah, I haven't told you this bit. We're going to get some Santa hats. We need to get some Christmas decorations, and we're going to do a Christmas special. We're going to be talking about Christmas Day traditions. Do you keep them? Do you throw them out?
Okay.
We're going to talk about Christmas food. We're going to talk about Christmas markets. It's probably going to be quite a big episode. I think it could be our first hour-long episode. Ooh. Hour-long episode, Klaxon. But honestly, I think, we're going to cover all things Christmas, and it's going to be really good fun in our Santa hats, and maybe we'll do a special Christmas jingle. Maybe we'll sing it.
Oh, love that.
Yeah. Who knows?
Cool. Amazing.
So, anyway, Lils, thanks so much for your time.
No, thank you.
Any cookbook recommendations, as a cookbook nerd, please let us know. Send them to us on Instagram, drop it on YouTube, Spotify, DM us, whatever you want. Let me know your favourite cookbooks. We'd love to hear from them. Or hear from you. If you have any questions or anything you'd like us to talk about in the Christmas episode, anything you think is controversial about Christmas, let us know. Ooh. At Tasty Trail Tracks on Instagram, Tasty Trail Tracks on all major platforms. Watch the previous episodes. There's 4 more episodes before this one. Subscribe, do all that good stuff. Let's drink craft beers.
Woo!
Cheers, Lils.
Cheers.